And so when I would go on tour, fitness was like number one priority. Get your ass up, get out of the fucking bus, go to the fucking gym, or if there's no gym nearby, bring enough shit on the road to have like parking lot workouts and shit. So I really fell in love with like the parking lot workout. And I brought all this shit with us, and I would set up every day next to our bus. And then like other bands on tour would come over, and I eventually like started training like everybody on tour. And it's like, you know, it was awesome because it was like these people that were like you could see them week by week getting in better shape. And they're just like, dude, like I'm eating better. I'm drinking fucking water.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
shit like that. And I'm like, this is so fucking rad. And so I'm just like, dude, light bulb. I'm opening a fucking gym. Like I was at that time was working for my mentor around like 2009. He offered me part of his business. I accepted. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to, you know, kind of put my claws into this place and whatever. Kind of went back and I realized that he like owed like one of his investors like $500,000. And I'm like, well, I'm not getting into bed with this dude. So I went away. So I left. On the way home, I literally was like Googling, like, how do you start a fucking LLC? Blah, 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 blah. I was listening to the song Rise Above from Black Flag. I'm like, well, I'm going to call it Rise Above Fitness. It was just like light bulb, light bulb. And I just said, I'm going to collect as many clients as I can and then open my own gym. And that's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
Like a year later, I had Rise Above Fitness.
Do you want
The
to?
fucked up part about that story, though, is this. It's not fucked up. This is like life because the dude, my ex mentor, kind of tried to make my life a living hell in the business for a while because he felt that I was like stealing his clients. And it was just like, dude, like the dude didn't show up to work. I was training people all day for him. And when I left, they followed me.
Yep.
Like they followed.
That's usually how it goes too.
And that's you're in this business long enough.
We had
You
the same
know that's how
we
it
had
goes.
the same conversations
Yes.
15 fucking years ago.
Yes. You
Exactly.
know how
The
you know
mentor,
how
the
this
owner.
goes. Yeah. So it's like, and then like the person that bought his investment out after a month of working with him realized that he was still doing like under the table, just dirtbag moves that wasn't involving the company. So he approached me and goes, okay, I will sell Scott's gym to you for pennies on the dollar, this amount of money. What do you think? And I said, well, here's the deal. I don't have this amount of money.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have this amount of money, but how about you roll your investment into me and I will make you fucking money because he lacked was
Vibe.
showing the fuck up every day and going to work. Like the actual work element, which so many people throw it out there like they're the busiest fucking human and they're not doing shit all day. You know what I mean? He was just one of those people. I was not. So he basically said, okay, let's do it. So we pushed him out of his gym. So it's kind of weird that like literally I pushed my mentor out of his facility,
That's
but he
bro, that's
fucked his own business up. And
that's identical. That's identical to the
I
same
know.
conversation when I had Rise Above Clothing in the gym
Yeah.
and I was pushing him out because he was not the day-to-day dude. And I
Yeah.
remember calling you. I'm like, Brandon, what do I do? And we almost turned that into a Rise Above, which fucking
Yeah.
would have been awesome if
It would have been awesome.
It would have been awesome. But it was
the
the
thing
same,
is,
like, same story, dude.
yeah. So that's how, in that I went from that spot, leveled up to a different, little bit bigger of a location a couple months afterwards. And then kind of, that's how I got to my spot. But kind of going back around, when did I realize that I wanted to do that? I was fucking miserable playing music for a long time.
Mhm.
Like it became such a fucking business that it was just like, this is not even fun. A show should be fun because it's fun, not because there's this amount of people here and you did this amount in merch. Okay. That's not a fun show. We played some of the lamest fucking shows in front of thousands of people and did thousands of dollars in merch. And I would walk off stage and be like, that show sucked. You know what I mean? That's like, it became that for me, unfortunately, because everybody working amongst our band was just vultures, man. Like straight vultures. Like kicking off of at the time, which was sort of like a down wave for us, picking off like what was kind of like a carcass.
Yeah.
And I didn't fucking appreciate it. So
that's
to get my power back, I said, fuck you. I'm going to open a gym. You know what I mean? Like
one thing that I want to,
it was that, but it was also like, I also at the time sort of realized that my band needed a bit of a break.
Yeah.
So it was sort of what they probably would have kept going, but for me, it was like, I felt like we needed a break. I needed a little bit of a fucking break. So it kind of worked perfectly in.